What's up, all legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm bringing us a quick mission guide for the Tier 4 crown mission known as Predator. But before we dive into it, if you guys do enjoy this content anytime or find this video helpful in any way, make sure to show your support for the channel by going down below and smashing that like button. Go ahead and throw an easy goal of 150 likes on today's video, as well as if you guys like to find your way back to the channel for more Call of Duty content, make sure to hit that subscribe button for that notification bell so we don't miss you in future videos. Now, this mission is going to be 3 parts and is definitely one of the most challenging missions in DMZ, but there are a few things you can do to simplify it and make it a lot easier. And I think with some of these strategies, or at least some of these tips, anyone will be able to complete this mission. Part 1 is asking us to infill solo without any weapon. Of course, you guys are going to want to make sure you don't have squad fill on. This will then remove the weapons. Make sure you guys do bring your tactical, lethal, and of course a field upgrade. Then you guys are going to want to infill solo. Now, upon obviously loading into the match with your fists only without any weapons, this first part will be complete. Now, part 2 is asking us to kill 3 operators in the same deployment. So now you come in with nothing. You don't have your loadout weapon. You don't have your favorite weapon at all. Matter of fact, you're spawning in without any weapon whatsoever. So you're probably going to have to go and kill an enemy AI at least as quickly as possible in order to grab your first weapon, or at least get a hold of something that you can actually work with. Now, once you guys are obviously able to get your hands on a weapon, you guys are then in the business of being able to eliminate any other players. Now, my best recommendation for this kill 3 operators in the same deployment, just based on what part 3 is going to ask us to do, is going to be to actually go and try to team up with any team that you can. Now, it won't prevent you from actually completing this mission, because the only real thing to remember here is that it asks you to infill solo with no weapons. It doesn't say you can't join a team, and it also will not tell us in the later part to extract solo without having joined a team. You guys are more than welcome to join a team, and that is definitely my recommendation for this mission, as it is going to make things significantly easier, not only between actually eliminating the operators that you need to eliminate, but also helping you guys complete part 3. I do want to point out it doesn't matter who gets the enemy elimination, so if your teammates manage to take out 3 players, you don't actually shoot anybody whatsoever, you will still get the 3 eliminations counted towards your progress. So as long as anyone in your party or in your squad gets the eliminations on any other players, these will actually count towards your 3 eliminations. So this is what makes things significantly easier, is running in a squad. Obviously, you're going to have people that go and challenge you. At this current state of DMZ, everybody's pretty aggressive. Most people are looking for a fight. So you guys shouldn't have too many issues actually finding players. And obviously, you're going to have to put yourself in the right positions in order to eliminate them. But I find if you guys are able to find yourself a squad, maybe they have 3, maybe they already have 4 or 5, you guys could be the 6th man. Setting yourself up with a nice, decent squad will just overall make this easier. Once you guys are able to eliminate 3 operators at any point during the match, you guys will have part 2 completed. Now, part 3 is asking us to extract 150,000 in the same deployment. Now, between part 2 and part 3, it's actually kind of hard to find the balance. Now, when I was doing this without actually joining any enemy operators at all and actually squatting up, I was going and getting a destroy supplies contract, which is definitely what I recommend regardless if you have a squad or not at any point during the match. That way you guys are able to ping some safes on the map. That way you guys can go over to those, open those safes, and those will give you streaks, things of high value, or just money in general. So you guys will be able to rack up quite a bit of money pretty quickly. Now, here's the tricky part. If you guys are going to try to do this and make it as difficult as possible for yourself by not joining any squads, you guys are probably going to want to try to get the money first and then go for the eliminations. Now, I know that can be tricky, but it is also possible you guys get the 3 eliminations super early on, then you guys spend the whole match not being able to actually get a hold of the money that you need. So it is important, in my recommendation, to go for the destroy supplies contract, go hit the safes regardless if you're solo or with a group, rack up a bunch of money. That way you get most of the money at least, because you guys are going to actually have to eliminate those operators. Those operators could have valuables and or money themselves, so obviously you won't know exactly what they have. So it is just basically best to plan as if they're not going to have a ton of money on them. But once you guys are able to get pretty decent amount of money, you guys then can go eliminate those operators. Maybe they have what it takes to wrap this thing up. Once you guys have 150,000, which will take quite a bit, it could take you 4 safes, could even take you 5 safes. You might have to complete a couple extra contracts, you might have to loot a bit, or maybe just go and sell those valuables. But once you have 150k and you've already got the 3 eliminations, or you guys choose to grab that money and then get your 3 eliminations, you guys are then going to want to go to a rescue hostage or your nearest exfil. If you guys are doing the route that I did, you guys have a decent sized party with you. We had a 6-man. It was able to go to any exfil that we wanted, but we did end up going to the final. Now, obviously at the final, we just waited until we were able to exfil safely. Once you guys are able to exfil with the 150k after getting the 3 enemy operator kills, whether it's solo or with the squad, you guys will then have wrapped up this mission. So that's going to wrap things up for today's quick mission guide. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.